This is Sicarius Dracus Plays, oxygen not included, number 21. Yeah. Okay, continuing on. Let's see here. So, Eduardo, he's got radiation vomiting. So, we usually use coal and apothecary to do it, to fix that. Except there's two things that I learned from research. The first one is it's not in the list because we don't have coal. If you go in here and we search coal, there's no coal. This planet is probably going to have our coal and our oil. So we can either start bridging across, or something else. The second is pretty much the only renewable source of coal is a POI in space and hatches, which we do not have either of those. So, that's why we can't fix Eduardo's problem. But also rad pills don't fix radiation sickness. They just prevent radiation sickness in the future. So it's useless to us now. If Eduardo was to die, then or get like too extreme of radiation sickness and he just kept getting radiation sickness or more rads added to him per day, then he would just die. But the rad pills stop radiation sickness, and going to the bathroom is what alleviates the radiation. He's just vomiting out here in his suit to himself. He's going to drop that all over the floor. Good job, buddy. I actually don't mind duplicants doing radiation sickness because they give us that lovely, lovely gunk. Alrighty, temperatures in here. Let's take a look at temperatures real quick. Oh, nice and cool again. This is kind of getting temperatized. Great. See, this one is able to handle all of this little bit of heat. And this one is probably just sitting here. Oh, wow, nice. Not even, we're starting to alleviate its pressure. We'll cancel that. We don't need that. I think it is creeping up. It's 73. It was 72, and now it's 71, so it's creeping up there. This is disabled for why? Because we're at 10 kilograms of steam here. Okay, yep, and we don't want to dry this one up. So this is our backup. This is our backup while this runs. So the dormancy period here is quick status. Our next activity is in 23 cycles. So 23.4 cycles. So this chamber should run out of steam exactly when this one comes back online. There are 4, and each one sucks up oh, come on, where is it? I know it tells us. I think each one of these pulls in 250. What's the output water? Will it tell me in the database more specifically? It doesn't. So let's click on this, and 23.1, we're already 22. So my guess is that we will run dry like 10 cycles. Also, this steam is quite hot. We don't necessarily need that steam in, or the steam in this room to be over 200. So we could actually turn off the salt water geyser. Oh, hey, cool. We'll turn off one of the salt water geysers, and then that'll make the room a little colder, and and then that should balance out it'll be at 175, and right now our steam's at 226, so that should put us close to 220. or 200. Us making metal is really what's doing the thing. Oh, geez, look, we made a tile. That's what's going on with that. Get that tile out of there. Okay, so the fossil diamond loop, right? We need diamond for doing this. So the first thing that we need is we need to get diamond. And I don't even think we even have any diamond. I don't think we've seen it at all. Okay, we have a none. So we have seen it. I know it's in here. It was in here somewhere. Materials overlay. Igneous, fossil. Which one of these had it? Had some diamond in it. Mineral? Doop, 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 doop. Allocate me some diamond. I know one of these has diamond in it. Okay, the other one was up here. Nope. I guess I just have now, or have fossil now? This is unbuildable. Why? Because I didn't let anybody through here. Okay, well, you can go through there now. I don't care. Diamante. We're looking for diamond. That's what we're doing. Maybe we dug it. Oh, look, it's right here. I see. They're white. In the materials overlay. Is that one little bit? What? These windows tiles are made of diamond? Probably not enough. 50, 100 total? Yo, so diamond. We don't have very much diamond. So how do you make diamond? Well, in the research, we have this thing called the pressurized forge, and it turns refined carbon into diamond, and rad bolts. A lot of rad bolts. Like suddenly we need to carve this place out and have a radiator. A radiator? Have a rad bolt production. So that means that's going to have to be something built up here, and that's going to be extra energy for us to be able to use. Diamond. That really means that we need to go to Uziel. Like, Uziel needs to get cleaned out. We have a mighty need to go to Uziel. Okay, what am I doing stopping here? Let's keep it going. Sounds like Eduardo has stopped throwing up. See, we need a place to put pips. We need a pippery. Just like a room where we can place a pip where they can go and be free, and I don't care. Like right here. You can place a pip right here, and then we're just going to have an open door. Be free, Pip, be free. Mm-hmm. Pips have pip. Pips have a very limited diet. We need an arbor tree, which is like polluted water, which would be great if we could get that. I'm really thinking that our world has to get be expanded, or thimble reeds, which we also don't have. And then we're going to open this door here. How are you doing? You're groomed, you're happy, everything's great with you. You're going to start making us sugar. Don't really know why we need sugar at the moment, but hey. Great, people are doing what they need to be doing. This stuff should be getting built. I can put towers right here. Gantry right there, right there. That should be enough for them. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't do that, so it'll have to be here and right here. So build those gantries out right there. Boom. We can also build one tile right here. Put some tiles right here, and that should help them get working on that. We shouldn't ever need to get up here. We will need to get up here and send diamond. So I really think that our Radbolt production for diamond needs to be over here. We also probably need to protect that because it's a problem. But this is just going to get us the materials. Over here. Let's see. We got granite, mafic rock, gold, and iridium. Great. Got magma, iridium, liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. Excellent. These two should be wonderful to add in, because then we can just quickly make some petroleum rockets. Don't know that one, and I don't know this one. Are we okay in here? He's back to normal, right? Got plastic, gear bomb. There's not much we can do other than get him in here. Does brine ice? There's literally brine ice just sitting right here. 13 degrees, super freaking cold, and what is it not doing? Touching anything. It didn't melt or any of that. Very weird. There's shale. Sweep the hell out of that. Waterlogged databank? What? Oh, wait. Is it just... Is there something sitting there? Microchip, get rid of you. Dirt. Algae needs to sit right there. I think the algae should sit right there. That's fine. It needs to be right here. You picked up the smallest amount of dirt you could possibly pick up, I swear. Something's overheating. This room is very, very hot. And this is generating too much heat. That's not good. My question is why are we not getting a better temperature transfer between this? This is super dense and this is super light. And I intentionally put this in here. Maybe we need to do something about this tile here. See this temp shift plate? We need to deconstruct that. Because that's leaking heat into these tiles here, which will cause these to boil. That's one temperature leak we have going on here. 231, 238. The temperatures in here are pretty good. Let's I don't want to kill my line. I want it to leak that heat right into here. I guess the other thing that we have to do is have an or have a temperature sensor in here that doesn't let it boil. Or we do an iridium one, and then everything else in here gets cooked. It would cook everything else in this room if I do that. No. Okay. The answer is no. We could, but no. Steel, happy steel. This needs to go into an and. Yeah, it needs to go into an and. Nope. Those can be that way, and then like priority to bring out. Okay. Then this and sensor is going to help us not overheat this thing. I understand that we're going to have a problem with this room heating up, but we might just need to make another aqua tuner to just handle these then. Above 275. Alright, you might cook the room. I'm gonna go 272. Yeah. You're gonna make that room super hot, aren't you? Maybe we need to have this backflow to here. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine the way it is. We're okay. We could... I mean... Oh, we have iridium. We have enough iridium for an aqua tutor. We can make petroleum. Like, our world is just begging to go to the next planet. How's research? Oh no! I did the diamond press. Holy moly. Guess that's okay, but we need to make refined carbon now. So now we need to think about refined carbon. That just stops that. Let's finish this research. This is the most important research. You're still here. View interior. Anything else that we can do? You need to go out into space. Let's go. Can you go here? Oh, I need to analyze it. Let's go outside and let's build us a cartographic module. Which we don't have, obviously. Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. You know what that really just makes me want to do? It makes me just want to destroy this and build an actual rocket. I don't know what I'm doing with this little nose cone thing. All right, Eduardo, go build me some more plastic. There's not a whole lot you need to do. Here. Oh, can you launch? You can't launch. Also, Clay, can we have a launch button from the control station or rocket control station? Can you launch from in here? I would really appreciate that. You now have the technology to do that. I would love to have that. The outside of this and the controls rocket will be exactly the same. Someone fed these. Oh, awaiting 100 databank delivery. 100. These are all built. We're just waiting for our Drillcone research, and then maybe if we have some diamond, which I don't think we have much on. It says we don't have any of it but that's just because we can't get to it. I'm really worried that if I uncork this, it's just going to melt this whole area. That's fine. Go ahead. Do that. Let's make some steam in here, and then get you 700 kilograms of diamond. Darn it. It's not even enough. Refined carbon. So we need refined carbon now. You make refined carbon from utilities? No, it's refinement. From the kiln, and the kiln makes refined carbon. So how much refined carbon have we done? Ooh, not too bad. So now we need radiation. Now we need a source of radiation, and we can do it a basic way. Oh, we have the sun. We could just use the sun. Oh, we also have more Wheezeworts, which could do this trick here, because this is pretty bright right here. And just do another one of these V's to make it. Huh. Look at how many Wheezeworts we actually have. We actually have quite a few. Keeping our base cool. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff in here. The bonbon tree seed is nectar. I don't know why we're not getting in on that. I think we need to get in on the bonbon tree. There's also a wart seed there too. Bonbon tree needs minus 15. Oh, neat. Great. I think we're cold enough around here. So I could make a bonbon tree farm connected to here. It has been asking to be put that way. Or maybe I just run it. We make a cold room in here. All right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make a cold room in here. We need to do something about the dartles anyway. And then you all are definitely suit wearing, or not wearing suits. So we need a way to stop them from showing up. So we're gonna close this off here. Close this off immediately so that they don't meet each other. Oh, well, that's not going to matter. I mean, who cares, right? I guess this temperature's all normal. Excuse you. I only want normal dupes to come through here. We're closing this off. We're trying to close this off. Ah, you can't go that way. Okay. block that off. And now they can just get in here and dig as normal. They're gonna try and get through here for sure. We'll just let them get that far. Also, we can definitely put in... Nope, can't do it there. There's some tile in there. That just nicely cooled all that. I think all that water was normal temperature anyway. Yeah. Okay, so this room is going to be for Bonbon Tree. We're going to try and put Bonbon Tree in here. And you can walk through here, right? That's fine. I don't mind. And then really this could be done done by suit wearers too. That tile needs to go. Your time to go is now. Nice. Okay, now only non-suit wearers can sit in here. Overheat damage. It is time for them to overheat. Because this is no longer cooling the right thing. How much are you using? You're going full out now all of a sudden. Yep, all these are gonna break. Okay, time to make these out of gold. Do we have a door in here? We do, but it's not good. It's not good. Here, help me mop this up, and then let's... Well, that's not great. Also got steam right here. Ooh. It was able to hold all that. Why are they scalding? Because they're coming down here? This is 51. I don't know why these are not just regular tiles. Oh, that's wonderful news. That's wonderful. Well, is someone getting down there? Who is getting there? All right. I guess we're gonna lock that up. And then we'll let suit wearers in here? I don't know. Let's play the most dangerous game. Who's scalding? Who? Oh, yeah, why are you... Here, cancel that. That's fine. That lets them hang out in here. Everything's fine. This is only 50 degrees. Who is scalding now? Oh, what happened on this end? We had meteors hit the ground. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's pretty warm in here. Yeah, how do we fix that? That would be by taking a temp shift plate and putting it right here. Would fix that. Well, I mean, I didn't want to make it out of ice. I wanted to make it like out of gold. Here, if we make it out of gold, it should just be able to transfer that temperature in there. Meanwhile, nice balmy 42. This tile probably shouldn't be that hot. We also need to turn these materials into gold. Although I'm guessing steel. That should pull the heat down. What? Why are you not heating? Are you heating up? Come on, heat up. I should pull the heat out of this. Unfortunately, I think I gotta deconstruct these. They're just gonna constantly break. Oh, iron has overheat. Oh, I see. Maybe we're channeling the heat through all of this in here, so this is just gonna fall as soon as it gets there. Yeah. They give me 9. Probably need to lock this up. It's 125 right now, so it is a station. These are stations. We don't have enough of that. This could be used. It could be used here. If I just remake this, it might cool this down. I don't like that. Tile probably needs to be remade. We could probably just take regular tiles, because regular tiles are built at 40 degrees, and just build a bunch of tiles here, and that should help. Oh man, we knocked out some duplicates. Pull that even further down. We can deconstruct this and just drop it on the ground. New printables are available. Yay! A snazzy suit. Like Max having a snazzy suit just sounds like a good idea. Now we're running out of power because we're down out of steam. Woo! New achievement. Oh, and nowhere to go. This is building up. Got pips. multiple places, multiple pips, multiple places. And not using this anymore. Oh, that can be just 9. Let's fix that priority system. Fix that. I like this shale. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that shale. We have a bunch of roasted dupes. Yeah, unfortunately, we cooked a few. Oh, I didn't think I'd need that many beds. Yep, had a meteor swarm, and that meteor swarm absolutely heated up this area beyond beyond what the duplicants can stand. Also, we can put a ladder here now. We'll put ladders there, and they can go on there. Look how close we are to our drill cone. We are mere 40 research away, and this is dead. And we're gonna have to wait for a minute while this runs. I guess we can compensate with just making another petroleum generator in here. Let's do that. Here, we don't need all that. 9 is fine. Automation should already be on that. Nope, it is not, but let's get there. Done. This will cover half of this. Oh, what happened here? 300 degrees. Again, we overheated. I guess only if certain people are allowed to be through here. What's going on? Finish this. No oxygen generation is a bad thing. Yep, we need to fix this. So have them lock this up. Thank you. And then we're going to deconstruct this and these two. We need to repair these because they need to get fixed. Who's Suffocato? Yeah, there's no air here. Oh, no. Can you not get to this? Here, get to these. We need that power, like, ASAP. Oh, you're not going to be able to do that very long, huh? Oh, and we also have an angry one here. Oh, here, we'll just deconstruct the power station here. If they're going to use it, they should use the one in here. So many things going on. Oh, how did that get unselected? All right, what happened up here? Did suits, are these all worn suits? They're all ready to go. Can you... Let's take a quick look down here. Are people still chilling? Let's get them back up to working. Hooey. Now we got petroleum everywhere here. These are overheating. We need to deconstruct them and make them out of better materials. Yep. Making these out of gold should be sufficient. These gas pumps. That's why I do that. So that's why I put one, don't put them on the floor. If you put them one space up, then whatever's dripped on the floor can get down there. This has no gas pressure up here, so this little oxygen box is just trying to, they're just filled up with oxygen at the moment. How are we getting bad water in here? Oh, well, that's not great. There's a bit of polluted water on here. Ugh. 14 cycles for this geyser. So that's what we have to cover is 14 cycles. And it might be more than that. Right? Because we ran out early, even earlier than that. Then we need to come in here for sure and make an aqua tuner sensor so that, well, I mean, there's nothing that can be done about this aqua tuner. Like, it's going to run until it can't anymore. Yeah, it's careful. I don't want to imbalance everything. High mop priority. Oh, yeah, you can get in here. You can get in and out now. Fixed. Can we mop all this? Okay, so we need a place to put salt water, it says, and water and petroleum. We have places to put all of that. So with bottle drainers here, water. It's a good place for this water to flow into. Doop 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 doop. Yeah, that's pretty crabby. Petroleum. The petroleum can go right back in here. Although I'm asking for sour gas otherwise. Salt water needs a place to go. Or just dump it here. What else? Polluted water. This is the dumping ground for that stuff, and it doesn't have to be 9, it can be 7. Another colony achievement. Yay! 1 year to be exact. Choose a blueprint. More dew seeds. Love that we're making all this petroleum. Yeah, that can be picked up. So we need to include this in. We need to include this in the bonbon or in the chlorine room, but just the temperature, not the everything else. So we could just put a temperature shift plate, so a utility temp shift plate. We can put a temp shift plate right here, and that'll leak that into this room here. And if we, let's say we deconstruct these tiles and move them down for the bonbon trees. Like, we'll need to, like, close this up. For bonbon trees. Yep, nice. And then instead of liquids, you don't really even need a liquid, right? You just need snow. Oh, right. All right, insulated tiles right here. So this is where the snow production is going to be. And then we're going to close this off right here. And just make that a ladder tile. Okay. I don't need pipes in, so we're just going to hide that pipe. But we're going to need a pipe, or we're going to need pipes out to store the nectar that these are going to have. So we'll just down, around, and then over here, and we'll just pipe it into a bottle filler, and then we'll handle it whenever. I mean, it could just be regular. And the great thing about this is going to start generating more cool for us because the output of the bonbon tree seed is going to be what that is going to be at the temperature that the bonbon tree is, which is going to be super cold. And it hopped right out of there. Research complete. Yes, we can now build Drillcones, which is the whole point of. Nisbet, how are you doing? Why are your eardrums popped? Nisbet's having problems, apparently. Okay. Continuing on here. Let's see here. This room just needs to get colder. And we're just transferring the heat into here, is what we're doing with that. All right. We'll let them work on this, and this is going to be for the bonbon. And then we need water, so we're going to need an ice maker, and these are going to generate heat. And they're also pretty duplicate work heavy. So, like, 4 of these is probably 1 per bonbon tree going to be enough. And then there you can't plumb to them. They just have to have a water input. So it's really, if you just have 2, oh man, it's horrible. These are not going to be fun. Plumbing, bottle filler. It's probably going to be warm in here. And then back to our ice makers. And then on this one, we're going to conveyor loader ship the snow up out of here, and then it's going to go right here to be consumed by a receptacle. And then we'll have our sweeper right here. Oh, it needs to be right here. And it only catches 3. We have power down here, so I guess I could put the transformer down here. That'll power that bonbon cycle right there. Great. Next task will be, once this is built, the task will be to get rid of all the heat in this room by fixing this aqua tuner here. And we still have a few cycles, 11 cycles, until we start making watt steam in this room, so we may need to wait. We also haven't touched this polluted water vent that makes water at 30 degrees. And our base is much warmer than that right now, so it might help us to start putting that polluted water into the system. No research focus. Let's get that pressurized forging going. Our rocket. We need to take a look at this. How you doing in here? How many more have you made for us? Lovely. How much plastic you got? Still got a ton of plastic. All right, working on it. Drill cones. You can build drill cones. Let's get those in here. Drill cone space above is blocked. Wait, why is it blocked? Okay. All right, build those things. Then we have our rockets. We will have the data banks. It requires 300, and I know for sure that we have some on the Knowledge 4. So we will have enough to power these guys to go. So the next thing that we need to think about is steam. We're going to generate a whole bunch of steam, so we should set this room back up to be a steam room. Also, did things melt? Because we have not been getting a lot of oxygen in this. We got almost no oxygen from this line here. What's going on with this? There, that's starting to pick up a little bit. This needs to be a side vent, not just on top of it. Thank you. Back over here to our bonbon. I could just make this out of iridium. That was uranium ore. I could make this one out of iridium. And then we wouldn't care what the temperature in this room would be. We still care about what's in here, though. More Sweetle eggs, huh? Yeah. Starting to get warmer in here again. The brine ice is keeping it cold, though. These guys die super fast. Like, what's your metabolism? It's supposed to be 200 years, and yet I always see them dead in here. Is this too high? Did I set this to like 6? Yeah, there. We'll do 4. I don't see any dartle eggs either, so we might need to... I don't know if I want to go down below 5. We do have a bunch of dartles in there, though. Plenty of this. This is run flat out. Okay, what's broken? Everything in this room. And do we care? Not really. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah, this will get worked on here in a minute. The coolant. You're waiting for coolant. You wanted gunk and petroleum, and you're almost there. So we'll have that fed in there just fine in a minute. What's gonna be snow? Yeah, we'll just put the snow in here. We got water. We want to build snow. We have no power, and that's just this line here. Come on. Okay, thank you. Yeah, these lines aren't done either. You just finish those lines. Get it done. Wish that the auto sweeper could pick up the bottle. So look at this machine is just going to be dumping heat out, the heat from the water that it took in out here. So it's best to have as cold of water as you possibly can to do this. Yeah, this ice maker is going to overheat. Why is my petroleum not moving? Shouldn't it be cycling? Goes in, comes in, goes out. I guess it reached... Oh, these pipes here are causing it to cycle. Okay, cool. We have our drill cones, and we are ready to go into space and at least begin some work here on drilling out Demolior and making all that lovely asteroid debris behind us turn it into resources that we can use. We still haven't seen the third object, so maybe I turn on the telescope and we start looking out a little bit farther than we are. And we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you for watching. We got our rockets ready, and soon we'll get out there into space as soon as Eduardo comes back. Okay, thanks for watching, and have a great one.